may sound, but when I was still a little girl, I always dreamt of ending up with a guy who must satisfy my requirements. One who is tall, dark, and handsome. Apparently, I've been a naughty little girl because God gave me now the exact opposites of what I wished for, but saved the last requirement.
Be with you. Life sounds like
LG, you are so beautiful today. The smartest girl I ever dated. Very caring. You are the most amazing, strong, and independent girl I've ever met.
Now, I am supposed to use this opportunity to recall embarrassing moments with Mark, but I've been instructed not to mention the time Mark is chased by girls. The days of a lad. Of course, Mark, I won't say a thing. My lips are still aside from the fact that you have this speech edited and made this talk revolve about how lucky LG to marry.
My first summer there, Kuya Mark asked me, what do you want to do here in Bolinao? And I told him, Kuya Mark, teach me how to chase girls. And he said, okay, we will try, but you see, I never really chase girls. Because he's actually the one being chased.
Girl, I say, if only life would lean our way. Will you and
So he was my little boy, and whenever he asked me for a bedtime story, I'm going to tell him, he knows that, about Peter Pan. So it's true, we play Peter Pan all the while. And when he had a sister, he's the sister of Peter Pan.
seen you happen when you came my way? I heard your heart say love, love, love. I heard your heart say love, love, love. I heard your heart say love, love, love. I heard your heart say love.
So I told him, son, you'll never get older, and I'll never get older, because we will going to be in the never, never land, and then you will not get married. I really can't let go, because it's been a while that I'm really the father of a man now, not anymore Peter Pan.
I heard your heart say love, love, love. I heard your heart say love, love, love. I heard your heart say love, love, love.
are gathered here today to join this man, Mark, and this woman, LG, in holy matrimony. Marriage is a sacred institution authored by the Lord God Himself when He said, "It is not good for a man to be alone." So then, marriage was conceived by the heart of God for the benefit of mankind. The view of marriage from the biblical point of view. What is it? First of all, God designed marriage to be autonomous. This is taken from the statement, "A man will leave his father and mother." The newlywed couple is released from parental authority to live independently, to make their own decision as how to run the course of their family. Second, God designed marriage to be permanent. And this is taken from the statement, "A man will leave his father and mother and be united to." Mark and LG, the word united to is rendered in the original Hebrew, which means to be glued together. Thirdly, God sees marriage to be person-to-person commitment. And this is taken from the statement, "Be united to his wife." A clear message comes out for you and for us that when one gets married, he or she is married principally to a person, not to beauty, not to age, not to a position or profession of his or her spouse.
In the blink of an eye, I became alright. Seems I'm on the mend. I'm in love again. You appeared in a flash or a beautiful crash. Doesn't matter, no, as long as you don't go. Oh, I don't care where you came from. I don't care where you've been. I'm loving this old-fashioned love we're in. It's like you went back in time.
I've known LG for so long. I've met her ever since. We were grade 5 when we first met. So I know what LG have been through. Actually, we've grown up together. We shared a lot of things. So I am thankful that LG found Mark and Mark found LG.
Every beat in my chest, you erased the rest. Lovingly removed everyone but
LG is a very great person. She's a loving person. She's a loving daughter, Ate Gina. Truly. She dedicated herself to her family. And everybody knows that. So, Mark, she's a very loving person. And we've treasured her so much. Please take good care of her.
it's like you went back in time, back to the start, and stitched up the pieces.
From there up to this day, I've been amazed of your transformation. Mas lalo kang gumagwapo. Of your sweetness, of your efforts, to prove your worth.
When we first met, it was a blind date. I honestly didn't know you were gonna be special. Then, we became friends out of the blue. You were there for me through the hard times. Suddenly, I can say anything to you. Then after that, I realized we had the same hopes and dreams.
Our journey together has not been smooth sailing all along. We had our share of fights, misunderstandings, differences. But those rocky patches proved that our love for each other was and will always be strong. Days passed that we would always talk about our dreams in life, our families, our priorities, and that's when it struck me that you might be the best guy for me. And it was because of you that my faith has become deeper, for it was who you constantly reminds that we should always pray, that we should put God in the center of our lives.
As we stand here today, in the sight of God's love, and in the presence of our families and friends, I, Mark, choose you, LG, to be my wife. You are the one for the rest of my life.
Man and woman is to submit to God's design of marriage with no question asked. That means one enter into holy matrimony without conditions. There are no what if. It is with much pleasure that I present to you a new couple for the day, Mr. and Mrs. Mark and LG Galang. The rule of the game in marriage now is acceptance, tolerance, and understanding, since no two persons possess identical personality traits. Don't ever think na you can control or you can dictate. You might coerce your spouse, but that does not erase the fact that each one of you is an individual person. So remember that you are not married to beauty and age to provision, that you are married exactly the person God wants you to have.
I promise that one day I'll be around. I'll keep you safe, I'll keep you sound. Right now it's pretty crazy, and I don't know how to stop but slow it down. Hey, I know there are some things we
When
need
you
to
meet the
talk
right person,
about.
you know it. You
I
can't stop
stay
thinking about them. They're your soulmate and best friend. You can't wait to spend the rest of your life with them.
Take a piece of my heart and make it all your own. So when we are apart, you'll never be alone. You'll never be alone.
From this day forward, I promise not to forget to SMS you each morning before going to work. I promise to take a leave when you are sick and will take care of you. I promise to be quiet when your hormones go up. I vow to love you, honor and protect you, be there for you, comfort you, cherish you. These things I give to you in all the days of our lives.
And take a piece of my heart and make it all your own. So when we are apart, you'll never be alone. You'll never be alone. You'll never be alone.
As we continue our journey to forever, I pray for strength more than anything else. That my arms will always be strong enough to hold you in a tight embrace. My eyes strong enough to always see the good, the true, and the beautiful in you. My feet strong enough to walk beside you through all the challenges we will meet. My heart strong enough that you'll never tire of understanding, protecting, caring, and loving you today and the rest of our days.
And take a piece of my heart and make it all your own. So when we are apart, you'll never be alone.